Summertime, hey, surf and sand, all kinds of opportunities to have fun. But gee whiz, as you're out there doing that in the great outdoors, could you ever possibly become prosecuted for indecent exposure? Well, that takes us to this week's case. This week's case involves a couple down in Florida. You may have heard about this case involving Jose Caballero, Elisa Alvarez, a couple who were having sex on the beach in front of a number of witnesses. Enough people were there that somebody was even able to video it, and when they were prosecuted, well, they were convicted. And what were they convicted of? Well, basically, you do that kind of thing in a public area, and lewd and lascivious behavior, indecent exposure, endangering public morals, all of these charges can be brought and can be prosecuted. When that happens, well, what happens if you are convicted? And therein lies the big issue. Because it's not a matter of having been prosecuted for these kind of activities that very candidly really are at the discretion of the district attorney's office. It depends how egregious this was. Having sex in a public area probably is going to get some attention and may result, as it did in this instance, with a criminal prosecution, especially when apparently the evidence indicates there was a 3-year little girl not too far away. So what happens? Well, this couple was convicted because he was a prior felon. He has the possibility of serving some hard jail time. But it's worse than that. Because this couple was convicted of engaging in sex in a public area, they will both have to register as sex offenders. That was probably the furthest thing from their minds as they were engaging in what they thought was just going to be a little bit of a romantic tryst out there on the beach. But now each of them will have to register as a sex offender, and that's something that has a very long tail on it that will be following them for much of their lives. So before those romantic urges overcome you in the wonderful outdoors, you might want to think of some of the consequences that you could confront. Okay, we bring you this case as we bring you cases every week, so you understand how the law works.